In this episode, we will in short talk about Ibn Arabi's explanation about types of knowledge.
Ibn Arabi emphasizes the importance of knowledge, stating that it is a gift from God. Whoever obtains it will achieve a high degree of honor and distinction. Quote, "The best gift God has bestowed upon his servants is knowledge. Whoever God grants knowledge to has been given the noblest of attributes and the greatest of gifts. Knowledge has inherent nobility and honor." Ibn Arabi seeks to highlight the type of knowledge he refers to, which is knowledge originating from God and does not emerge on its own. Since this knowledge comes from God, it must be utilized for the welfare of humanity in accordance with the will of the giver, namely God. This indicates that knowledge cannot be considered neutral or value-free. Knowledge must always be aligned with the guidance of God in the Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad found in the Hadith. Knowledge can be divided into two categories: innate knowledge and acquired knowledge, emphasizing that humans are capable of obtaining knowledge.
According to Ibn Arabi, knowledge has existed within the human soul since the moment of its creation, specifically during the Tajalli al-Ilahi, or divine manifestation.
At that time, humans were endowed with knowledge about God and bore witness to His divinity. Ibn Arabi categorizes the importance of knowledge into two main treasuries. First, knowledge of God, which is the most important, and second, knowledge of the natural world, which aids humans in better understanding their Creator. Furthermore, Ibn Arabi explicitly divides knowledge into four categories: rational knowledge, mathematical knowledge, natural knowledge, and divine knowledge. The first three types of knowledge operate as follows. Humans acquire knowledge through the senses and other auxiliary devices. The power of imagination, al-Khayal, refines the knowledge provided by the senses, forming various kinds of knowledge in the realm of imagination. This imaginative knowledge may sometimes be subject to reason or to doubt. If it is subject to reason, it will lead humans to mathematical knowledge, but if it is subject to doubt, it will quickly fade from memory. God grants humans the power of imagination, starting with what they see in dreams, so that they quickly become aware of the metaphysical realm, their father, rather than continuously relying on their mother, the physical realm. The fourth type of knowledge is divine knowledge, which God commands His prophet to continually seek more of. This is knowledge about God that comes from Him, not from sensory perception. It is willingly accepted by the intellect without the need for argument or proof. It is a gift from God in the form of faith and grows through the strengthening of spiritual insight.
According to Ibn Arabi, there are two methods of acquiring knowledge. The first is ascending and the second is descending.
The first method begins with the use of the human mind and intellect, which is informed by the senses. The second method is divine emanation, which is inspiration, not revelation. Both are from God through His angels, but the difference is that the prophet can see the angel, while the one who receives inspiration does not. This knowledge is a divine gift received when a person's heart and soul are prepared, and it can only be felt through dawuk, intuitive taste. Dawuk represents a level that also employs empirical methods, tajriba, as a way to attain it. This level is not purely irrational and can be comprehended by reason. Dawuk, as a stage of spiritual maturity for a seeker, is inherently tied to empirical methods, as it can only be experienced by those who engage in the process. While the truth felt by a Sufi can be proven and experienced by others, it requires practice for those who are doubtful. This indicates that Sufism, as a spiritual method, does not distance itself from scientific validation. In fact, it is closely connected to one of the scientific instruments, namely empirical evidence, and is open to verification by anyone. According to Ibn Arabi, knowledge is divided into categories based on the object of understanding, rational knowledge, and experiential knowledge, ahwal, acquired through dawq. The latter may sometimes be inexpressible in words but is understood deeply. There is also the knowledge of secrets which is only accessible to prophets. Knowledge that results in conviction is called knowledge of certainty, ilmul yaqin. With this, one can witness everything with certainty of sight, ainul yaqin, and ultimately, God opens up deeper insight, basira, to understand the reasons and causes of everything, leading to certainty of truth, hakul yaqin. Thus, Ibn Arabi's sources of knowledge include the senses, reason, inspiration, and revelation. Even though Ibn Arabi elaborates on the knowledge he acquired through acculturation with other cultures and civilizations, he strongly emphasizes and asserts that his foundation is based on the Sharia.
This can be seen from the terms barzakh, isthmus, amma, primordial states of existence, and kalimah, word, which have roots in the Quran and Hadith. For example, the Hadith concerning amma as the basis for al-Khoyal comes from the Prophet Muhammad.
Ibn Arabi references the Prophet's reply to a question, "Where was God before the creation of the cosmos?" The Prophet answered, "He was in Amma, where there was no air above or below." Similarly, Ibn Arabi's view of kalima differs from the concept of logos presented by philosophers. Ibn Arabi perceives all existence as, in essence, the infinite words of God, just as Jesus is the Word of God breathed into Mary. His perspective on barzakh is also based on verses from the Quran. Ibn Arabi's emphasis on authoritative Islamic sources is evident from his following assertion. In matters of creed, it is highly inappropriate to establish anything except through evidence whose truth is certain, whether it is established through widespread transmission or through reason, provided that neither contradicts the Quran and mutawatir hadith. However, if there is a discrepancy with those that cannot be reconciled, then have confidence in the text and disregard the evidence.
Thank you so much for watching.